Why do people spit as I pass them by?
Displaced has been a labor of love for co-creator Natasha Martina since 2011. While the play has evolved over time, in that some of those changes have come along with developments in the real world, she kind of wishes she had less source material with which to work.
It's sad to say, and I hope that we don't have a constant reoccurring situation happen in the world, but it is happening, and it's a debate right now in North America, in Europe, about immigration and new immigrants coming to our land.
The play follows a trio of women from very different backgrounds and timelines. One escaping the Irish potato famine, another fleeing post-World War II Germany, while the third is on the run from the Taliban, each struggling to adapt to life in Canada.
They're all met with similar frustrations. There's racism and isolation and loneliness.
Anna Mazurek was also part of the show when it played at the 2015 Fringe, and she jumped at the chance to play Sophia once again.
Revisiting characters is always kind of like slipping on into an old dress or an old frock, and we get more time to flesh out the character and find new things with them. I have rewritten some of the scenes having to deal with the character of Dara. I mean, the feeling of the piece is still there, elements of the choreography are still there. I asked the girls that question the other day, does it feel different? And they said, yeah, and I'm happy to hear that, so that means it's continuing to evolve.
Much of the play's story is told through movement, in part as a way to make it as accessible as possible.
If people in the audience, for example, maybe don't understand English as well, then they can get the sense of the piece a bit through the movement. It's just another language for us to communicate our characters' feelings.
Displaced plays at the Refinery through February 5th before moving on to runs in Weyburn and Melfort, giving an even wider audience the chance to think about the experience newcomers have in Canada.
My idea always with the piece was to create discussion. So I've always wanted people to come see theater. I always think that that's what's provocative theater, is that they leave wanting to discuss the piece. And people might have different opinions of things, and that's totally fine.
In Saskatoon, I'm Simon Hyatt reporting.
Go back to where you came from.